One of the most common questions people ask when they're thinking about becoming a mortgage broker is how long does the CeMAP exam actually take to pass? And the good news is that CeMAP is actually pretty flexible. You can study fast, you can study slow, or somewhere in between depending on your schedule, your lifestyle, and your motivation. So here is a simple, rough breakdown of how long CeMAP is roughly going to take you depending on your situation. So let's talk about full-time studying first. It's obviously going to be the fastest route. Now, if you are able to study full-time, you can get through CeMAP surprisingly quickly. Most full-time learners can finish it, the entire qualification I'm talking about, in about 4 to 6 weeks for really motivated learners, maybe 6 to 8 weeks if you're a slower pace, so to speak. Sorry, get my tongue tied there. And if you're really fast, like as fast as possible, 3 to 4 weeks if you already understand financial services and you study intensely. So let's say you come from a financial services background before. That's pretty possible. You see, this pace is very possible because CeMAP is a self-paced exam. So there's no lectures, there's no term times, there's no waiting classrooms for cohorts. So full-time studying can suit people who really want that rapid career change, or they're between jobs, or they've taken time off to retrain in something like the CeMAP exam. Or people, this is another one, who prefer to immerse themselves fully into the material. I actually did this myself. I actually did an intensive. And if speed is your own priority, the fastest way is to do this. It's a legitimate path into the industry, and there's many people who do it. Like I said, I did it myself. The second one is part-time studying. This is the most common route. So most people study CeMAP around their work, around their family, around other commitments, and they do this at a sensible part-time pace. And this usually takes, from what I've seen anyway, to complete anywhere from say 3 to 4 months for really consistent learners, maybe 5 to 6 months if you prefer a slower pace, and maybe 2 to 3 months if you study like religiously, but you don't commit to like those full days. So you're in that kind of hybrid. Now, this is the route that most career changers take, to be honest with you, especially if they're balancing that kind of full-time employment and life and everything else. Now, part-time studying is really great for people who work full-time, who have a family routine that they need to manage and juggle. They prefer shorter study sessions because they get a bit overwhelmed and find it just a bit much. They want less pressure. That can be a big one as well, because it can feel a bit overwhelming if you're studying intensely with a deadline. Now, the key here is not speed, though. It's consistency. A few hours per week over a few months is enough to pass comfortably. It's just about consistently putting in those kind of study sessions. Now, if you want to know what is inside each of those core modules, do you want to check out this video on screen where I break down the 3 parts of CeMAP in a bit of detail? Give it a click.